All right, I was going to give a quick video for the long essay assignments. Um, Please read these instructions carefully before you get going. The first one is about citizenship, rights, and responsibilities, and I provided a link there that goes to U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services. And on that, they list about 8 responsibilities that they put down for citizens, and many of you probably never looked at this. But go ahead and take a look at those. And then your assignment with the reading that you've done, especially in the first unit, take a look at those. And the question I have here is, can you give examples when high-profile people failed to achieve any of these standards? Which one or ones are most important and why? Are there any other responsibilities or rights that you think should be included? You might not have an answer for all those, but this is 500 to 1,000 words. So show me some insightfulness and your grasp of rights and responsibilities that we have as citizens in regards to personal responsibilities, the key terms on that assignment. And I also provided you with the rubric that I'll be using to assess your work. The second essay, what are the major points of contention between the Federalist and Anti-Federalist? That's discussed in mainly chapter 2 of the text. But I guess I want to say the argument's still with us today. This is small government versus large government, maybe rural versus urban. Maybe that manifests itself in liberal versus conservative, at least in ideology, if not in practice. But maybe some of these issues are still with us today. Some people maybe scream states' rights on some items. And so, have you heard those terms around contemporary issues? We have many things out there. We have, in regards right now, we have things, what is the status of legalization of marijuana, let's say. It's illegal in this country, even though some states have decriminalized it. It is still illegal for people to have it there as far as federal agents are concerned. Should that just be a states' rights issue? Should that be a national issue? Other things that have come up, perhaps maybe abortion, the role of who's in charge of education. There's lots of chiming in from the federal as well as state. And in Texas, we even have local control. That's why many of you went to an independent school district. That's a very local government that controls much of your curriculum and opportunities at K through 12 in Texas. So there's just a couple ideas of things you could focus on, and maybe there's something else. Maybe by the time your paper is due, there will be some new items that I'm not thinking of today. So feel free to include those, make it something that works for you. And once again, that's also provided, the rubrics also provided. I will give you 5 additional points if you go to the Writing Center on these papers. Be sure you take them a pretty complete draft, and they'll be sure to help you out. And don't do it the day before. Do it at least a week in advance, and they'll have time to work with you. And everybody who's ever gone there has said it's helped immensely, and that's my way of exposing you to that resource that's available. So you have people with masters and higher in education, so it's silly not to take advantage of theirs. So their expertise. So anyway, feel free to email me if you have any other questions on these long essays. Don't let them sneak up on you. That's what turns them into a catastrophe. Don't plagiarize them. I will find out. The punishment will be severe. You'd be better off not doing it before you plagiarized it. But if you work in advance, there's no need for that. There's plenty of things to work with here. There's no writer's block's going to get in the way. So just review those sections perhaps in your chapter, or in the chapters, and the ideas will flow. So be sure to include some scholarly resources. Scholarly comes from peer-reviewed journals. You can find that through the library. And if you have questions on that, you may want to ask the librarian to help you. But there's no shortage of that information, of articles available for you to include. I would say I would shoot for at least 3 on each one, 3 scholarly journals. And you can include other items that aren't scholarly, such as newspapers, magazines, editorials. But know that's not a scholarly source, so be sure to find scholarly ones. But those other things are good for factual information, if not research-based information. So That's all I have to add on these assignments, and good luck with those. And I'm sure you'll do well. Thank you.